Yo, what up, Iconic Army? This is your boy, The Iconic Knight, and today's video, we are going to be reacting to a YouTuber's video for the first time. All credit to him. His name is Sports Gaming Analysis. He released a video the other day after the weekend of fights that we had. And he was talking about, the title of the video is "The Masses Are Really Dumb." First of all, I'm using his content here for reactionary purposes. So go over to his channel, check out his content, follow the man, support the man if you want, if it's something that you're into. I actually agree with most of his points a lot of the times. But this video, I felt like was a little bit of a miss for me. So I just wanted to kind of vocalize it and kind of get your guys' opinion on. I know how you guys felt about the fights this past weekend, but you know, everybody feels differently, as you can see here in this video here. So we're gonna react to this video. I've already seen the video, so I'm just gonna be kind of touching on certain points that I feel are a little important to note. And yeah, man, let's just get straight into it.
Let's be honest, boxing fans.
It's a good movie.
Let's be honest, boxing fans. That go for you too, Antonio Tarver. That go for you too. That go for Larry Merchant. All y'all stupid motherfuckers. Be honest. This what the fuck you want to see boxers do.
Language warning, by the way.
This what the fuck you want to see. Sylvester Stallone done fucked y'all up. That what y'all want to see.
Yeah, hit him with that jab, Rocky. Hey.
And talking about Devin Haney running. Y'all about the stupidest boxing fan. And Tarver, you sucking dick over there to stay on TV.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck what you say.
I'm gonna have to mute some of this shit.
Now look at Devin Haney. Look at his left foot. And look at his left foot. And then the commentator trying to shit on Ramirez because they don't know him because he's not a popular boxer. And if Devin Haney go in there and get fucked up, y'all ain't gonna do nothing but shit on him. You ain't gonna do nothing but shit on the man.
Alright, so here's one point. It sounds like he is from this position. He's taking the position that Devin Haney was not running the whole fight. And because Ramirez is not a popular boxer, which he isn't, I mean, compared to Devin Haney and anybody else on the card, he's not. But it is the commentator's job. It is their job to do research if they're unfamiliar with the boxer. So they're not saying things that are kind of outlandish. Now, I can't recall, because he didn't bring up here a specific point as to what they were saying. If they're calling him a bum, then he is 100% right. They shouldn't be saying shit like that. And that's something that I've always, that's always bothered me when it comes to sports. It happens in boxing. It happens in the UFC. It happens in goddamn near every sport. These sport analysis people or whatever, they go a little too far with disrespecting the athletes, calling them bums and calling them washed up because they have a bad performance or whatever the case is. So I definitely agree with him. I'm not as verbal, outlandish as he is, but he's 100% right about that. Commentators need to know their role, as The Rock would say, and shut their mouth when it comes to shit like that, because I do think that they go a little too far with speaking badly about the athletes. But Devin Haney was definitely running this fight, 100%. Undeniable.
And talk about him. He got knocked out by a bum. You a fucking bum. You the motherfucker that can't box. You ain't no motherfucking ranking. Antonio Tarver. The only reason you got motherfucking props because you fucked motherfucking Roy Jones and you beat him the second time. He beat you the first time, drained. He did you a fucking favor. You ain't not.
Now, you know what I do like about his channel, and this is why, like, listen, this is America. Man can say whatever the hell he wants. He's a grown-ass man. I don't really care about foul language or anything. I mean, there is something that he says further in the video that I'm going to have to mute out for YouTube purposes. I'll probably have to mute these damn curses and stuff like that because YouTube they be iffy about stuff. But it is America, freedom of speech. I think everyone should be allowed to say whatever the hell they want, whether it be hate speech or whatever. That's just how hardcore I am with freedom of speech. Say whatever the hell you want. Words don't affect me. Words don't hurt me. Words don't kill me. Sticks and stones may break my bones. You already know the whole shit. So he can say whatever he want. Grown ass man. It is what it is.
I don't for whooping nobody else. And you already got kicked off of TV for keeping it real. So I ain't gonna
I forgot to.
no more.
Oh, my bad. He's super passionate, and that's what I do like about his channel. And I think the people that do like his channel like that about him too. Everybody likes somebody who's passionate.
Attention.
You can just tell that he's legit. He's real about it.
He got Ramirez in front of him. What the fuck that mean? The problem with boxing is they letting too many fucking commentators who ain't never did the sport before run their fucking mouth. The same damn thing in boxing video games. White folks always want to be over shit, but I ain't never did the shit.
See, that's where I don't know. And this is I primarily see this with combat sports because the other sports are pretty much dominated by blacks, like football, basketball, and stuff like that. So, you know, black people are going to dominate those sports. There's not too much craziness. There's a little bit of racial undertone there. But, in combat sports, the racial undertone is crazy, bro. Crazy. There's always a race card. Devin Haney, we got black people rooting for Devin, voting against Ramirez because he's Hispanic and vice versa. You see that super, super, super often. In MMA, you see it as well. I remember I went to an event in, who the hell did I see? I think it was Holly Holm. She was fighting in the main event. It was like the first UFC event at the Barclays Stadium. And right behind us, maybe like 3, 4, 5 rows behind us, was 2 guys spitting out crazy racist statements just because the guy in the ring, one was Asian and then the other guy was, I think, Brazilian or whatever. But everything was racial. Everything like, I hope the chink beats this dude or blah, 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 blah. So you're going to see that a lot in combat sports, the racial undertone, especially from the older crowd. It is what it is. It's just normalized, but not my cup of tea.
And run it like fucking Todd Grisham motherfucking ass. They good color commentators. This the
Todd
same
Grisham
problem they used to have
used
with
to
the
be in the
NBA.
WWE.
They used to have the same thing with the NFL back in the early 80s. Then they put O.J. Simpson in there. And O.J. Simpson started getting them real commentation of what's going on in football. They just
I don't pay attention to football, so no comment.
They had people like Skip fucking Bayless. Don't know shit about basketball.
Everybody hate that motherfucker. Skip Bayless is probably one of the worst.
Now they got real athletes talking about the sport.
When I used to watch basketball, I hated those 2 motherfuckers, bro.
Like LeBron and J.J. Redick on their little show, and now it's Steve Nash.
And I hated those 2 motherfuckers because they would disrespect the athletes. Now, I'm a big believer in not, like, I'm not out here boxing, right? I'm not putting my life on the line. I'm not in the ring swinging for the fences. One punch could really end your life in this kind of sport. I'm not doing that, right? So I have no reason to disrespect the fighters on like a disrespectful level. I could critique their performance 100% as a fan because at the end of the day, they're here. They're fighting for fans. Like without the fans, they aren't anything. You know what I mean? The only reason these people are in this crowd is because Devin's fighting, Ryan's fighting, Rolly's fighting, Teo's fighting, Barbosa's fighting, Ramirez is fighting. We're all here to see the fighters. So at the end of the day, the fighter's job is to entertain the fans. So I think we definitely can critique, especially if we're paying our own hard money, our hard-earned money to pay for these pay-per-views and shit like that. And this is why illegal streaming has hit an all-time high. Most people stream these fights because they don't want to be ripped off with a night of fights like that. I think Teofimo Lopez was really the only one that I personally saw that came to fight and he fought defensively. Like there's a way to fight defensively offensive, and that's how Teofimo fought. I think Devin swayed way too much in the defense realm and did mostly running. There was no engaging, there was no action. He didn't push the pace. He really stood on the outside and ran. I mean, the amount of volume that they threw was I think they broke a record for historic lows. So it just wasn't an entertaining fight at the end of the day.
When they talk basketball, it's a different fucking conversation. You look at Devin Haney. Let's talk about it. Devin Haney was fighting like this because he just come off a loss. And he know y'all ain't gonna do nothing but laugh at him when he lose. So he beat
I mean, yes, for sure if he lost. And this is just what every fighter has to deal with, right? Ryan, the same thing. Now he lost after his first fight. Hopefully he comes up clean. You know, I think by now everything has come up clean. But who knows? Anything could happen, right? He could pop dirty again, and you know, it is what it is. Now he's gonna get clowned even more. So I think every fighter faced that risk. Devin more than anybody else because he just came off of getting rocked, like mollywop pretty much left and right, pillar to post in that last fight with Garcia. So there definitely was a risk there. But at the end of the day, bro, like, we're here to see you fight, and it's not like you can't fight. I mean, the way you fought Loma. You fought Loma aggressively. You guys was trading in the pocket, throwing combination shots. I think Ryan definitely cracked his chin a couple times to give him the thought process of, yeah, you know what, maybe I don't want to engage in that right now. While watching the fight, thought that he would, you know, he was in the beginning rounds just going to warm up, loosen up. Because the big issue with this card is they didn't walk. They weren't walking to the ring. They were being driven to the ring. And then there was a lot of lapse in time. So my thought process was, all right, they got warmed up in the back or wherever they were warming up. Now they got to sit in the car, get cold again, and they're tight. They're not, you know, they have to warm up mid-fight. So that was my point of view while watching this fight. My commentary was, yeah, Devin looks tight in the early rounds, but I feel like he's going to loosen up and start maybe opening up on him. He's just setting up traps and stuff like that. And it just never came to fruition. All the movement and stuff like that, you know, thinking that he was setting him up for traps down the line, just never came to fruition. And that was the disappointing part of this fight. Devin Haney is a better fighter, in my personal opinion, than Ryan Garcia, and he's a better fighter than Rolly Ramirez skill-wise. Skill set-wise, I think Devin is the better fighter comparing all three of them. Ryan just won on the night. There's other nights that Devin could win, and that's what's fighting. That's how fighting is. You got one night to prove yourself, and you could lose that night. Doesn't mean you're the worst boxer. Doesn't mean you're the lesser boxer. You could still have more skill, and if you get cracked a good time, all skill flies out the window. You know what I mean? Like a chin is a chin at the end of the day. You can't train it or anything like that. And I think, you know, Devin getting cracked a couple times in that fight proved that. I do think he has a better skill set than Ryan. If they fight again, the same thing might happen. The same thing might not happen. And we'll just have to see that the play out if it does. But yeah, I do think Devin is the better fighter. But I think on the night, because of his skill set being so good, we assumed he was going to come out with a better performance, wanting to redeem himself after losing so badly. That's the thought process, you know what I mean? Being on the pay-per-view card, first time breaking history in the middle of Times Square, you would think that there'd be more incentive to fight more exciting, you know, win your fans back. Because after that lawsuit, and that's really why Devin Haney gets so much flack, the lawsuit. I think he handled his loss well in the ring after they initially fought. Chalked it up, you know what I mean? Ryan's the better man. I gave him a shot. Hopefully he gives me a shot. Alhamdulillah, pray to his God and all that stuff. I think he handled it well in the ring, but it's all the stuff after post-fight that really left a bad taste in people's mouth. And he knows that. He knows that.
Because you come there to see the get
That's
fucked
crazy.
up.
That's crazy.
Because long as Ryan Garcia was cheating,
definitely gotta mute that.
But Haney would have cheated him.
This man crazy, son.
Let's look at it without the noise. He fighting a fucking grown man.
I think playing it's crazy. Playing the race card, bad taste. I think it's in bad taste. I don't think nobody wants to see him lose because of the way he looks or the way, you know, the color of his skin. Most of boxing's greatest of all time are the same color as him. Same, you know, ethnicity or nationality, whatever you want to call it, ethnicity. So I don't think nobody's out here rooting for him. I mean, I'm sure there's a small percentage of people who are definitely racist and want to see Devin lose just because he looks the way he does. But I don't think that's the main primary reason why people don't like Devin right now and want to see him lose. I think the main reason people wanted to see Devin lose is because post-fight with Garcia, he sued him, which is probably the lowest shit that you could do as a combat sports athlete. I mean, you have a chance to literally redeem yourself and get it back in blood in the ring. Why sue the man? Your whole business is about bodily injury. The whole business you in is about bodily injury. So to sue a professional fighter for whooping your ass, regardless of him popping for Ostarine, the insignificant amount that they found and all that stuff, leaving that shit out of it, I think that's why. So playing the race card, I think it's just in poor taste. But it is what it is.
Y'all always talking about who the fuck suck. You can't just go in there and knock somebody out.
That's true.
He's not giving them. Look at the movement. From
Look at
Ramirez.
Mosley.
That ain't no fucking tomato can.
See Mosley out there?
Look at the movement. Y'all stupid ass boxing fucking people.
The issue is the movement from Haney. That's the issue. Ramirez, and he's going to take half the blame too, right? Because this is a sport of two people. Devin ain't fighting, he ain't shadowboxing in here. He ain't fighting a ghost. He's fighting another grown man. So, Ramirez definitely has got to take half the blame for this, 100%. 100% has got to take half the blame for this. There's no way in hell he doesn't take half the blame for this. He is partially responsible for this boring ass fight as well, because he didn't push, he didn't get super aggressive, and this is usually what happens when you have a technician and you know, a fighter fight each other. They usually cancel each other out because of shit like this. But it's both their fault. But Devin, he just did a lot of running. I mean, Devin, he was controlling the fight, right? So if you have so much control over the fight, put him in a bad position. Set him up to hurt him. Set him up to finish him. Box to finish. Don't box just to go 12 rounds. What's the difference between this and running around the track for 30 minutes? It's the same shit. It's the same shit. You can run around the track for 30 minutes and throw a jab, you know, every minute or so, and it'll be the same result. It's the same thing. He's running at the end of the day. So for him not to acknowledge that, he's either just looking past it or just trying to be entertaining. But I think it's very clear that Devin had a boring ass fight because of the way he fought. But Ramirez is definitely half to blame as well.
Look at the movement from fucking Ramirez. Look at the goddamn movement, man. That ain't no fucking bump.
Yeah, but
A
anybody
lot of you motherfuckers can't even do that. Look at that step and feint.
Anybody can do that.
Look at the moves.
Anybody with a couple months boxing training and coordination could move like that. I don't think it's that hard. He just had a tough time finding Devin.
I gotta show you this motherfucking shit. Cause y'all like all that fuck nigga talk. Stupid ass motherfucking, stupid ass goddamn people. Dumbass, watch you get right back in front of him.
He's funny though. He reminds me of motherfuckers that I used to speak to in the BX.
They be on the other side of the fucking ring.
He reminds me of somebody who used to talk to on PlayStation.
He out, back in.
On Undisputed. I tried to hit him up in the comments to see if it was him, but he never replied. So, you know, it is what it is. But
don't know the fuck they looking at, because they looking for a Rocky Balboa fight.
Nah, I think they know what they're looking at, Brody.
I'm sick of you motherfuckers.
I think all the people in the crowd, all the people at home witnessed the same boring ass fight that everybody did. There's a clear difference from what happened here to what was happening in the Tio fight. Clear difference from what happened here to what happened with the Inouye fight. I mean, it's clear. One dude ran in Devin, and then Inouye, got rocked, got up, fought with the heart of a champion, and ended up getting the finish. That's how we want to see our champions fight. I think boxing fans are kind of over the Everyone wants to be like Floyd. Everyone wants this perfect record. Everyone wants to be ultra defensive and super inactive. I mean, Floyd was super defensive, but he was setting motherfuckers up. He was setting motherfuckers up expertly. So I never had an issue with watching Floyd fights. He was great at what he did, and he was exciting in his own way. I think this fight is just a lackluster performance, and I think he hit it, right on the nail earlier. Devin's he wanted to fight a safe fight, which is fair for Devin, but you got to remember, you here to entertain fans. You here to entertain people, because now next time you come and fight in New York City, ain't nobody gonna throw money at this. Ain't nobody gonna throw money at Devin when he's trying to fight in New York City again. New York City not gonna give him bread. He ain't win no fans here. Nobody's clamoring to see Devin fight on pay-per-view again. Nobody's clamoring for the next Devin Haney fight unless it's against Ryan Garcia. And Ryan Garcia disappointed big time too. He ain't doing himself no favors. He got rocked real early and then just froze. He had nothing for Rolly at that point. Rolly was taking control of the whole fight and did whatever he wanted to. That one wasn't action-packed either, but Rolly was at least trying something. Ryan froze up. And I would say Ryan fought worse than Devin on the night. And I don't even think that's arguable. I think for a fact Ryan fought worse than Devin. Devin, he won. At the end of the day, one loss. And, it is what it is, but neither one of them put in a good performance. This one right here, very, very lackluster. And nothing to be proud of in my personal opinion.
And the only reason this sport don't get no love is because minorities dominated. Blacks and Hispanics. What we got?
Boxing gets love, bro. I think boxing is one of the most popular sports of all time. I mean, I feel like boxing gets love. I don't know where he gets that from. I don't know if he's talking about like pay-per-view sales and shit like that. I think it's just a different age. What the fuck is this over here? What the hell is that? Is that even a person? That should look like an alien. And no facial feature. I don't know if I'm bugging out, but it is what it is. I think boxing gets love. I think if we were talking about pay-per-view sales and shit like that, look, just last weekend, bro, Chris Eubank and fucking Conor Ben, the fight that they put on. Everybody, that shit was exciting. Everybody wanted to watch that shit. And they sold almost 1 million pay-per-views. So I think boxing is still, a very popular sport. When you put the two fighters in the right position in the ring together, I think boxing still has the ability to make magic. But this right here was just, styles make fights. And these were two contrasting styles that unfortunately canceled each other out. It was a boring night.
Got Will Kids a white ass and two other white motherfucking fat ass goddamn white boys trying to make the game.
Yeah, racial undertones as always. But this is America.
Just like the commentators talking.
Like if he played this fight in super speed, you would literally just see Devin running on the exterior, throwing a jab here and there, Ramirez trying to chase him. And it was like that for 12 rounds. 12 rounds. Like there was no momentum. There was no pickup. There was no increase in tension or there was no, what's the word I'm looking for, bro? There was no intention here, man, to win. No intention to win on either side. It was just, they were good, comfortable, fighting the way they were. The bag was already confirmed for them. So there was no incentive to put on a stellar performance. It was boring as fuck, bro.
You too, Shannon Branch. You know what this boy was up against. If he black, if he lose, he wouldn't be able to make no more money. Everybody wait for him to see if he lost because they don't like that Ryan got caught cheating.
Nah, that's not why, man. You know why? Devin pulled out the lawsuit. It is what it is. Listen, Devin's character, outside of fight camp and what you see in the fight world, I like Devin as a dude. I think he's a likable dude. If you see him on the Bradley Martin podcast, you know, Bradley Moore talking about, oh, he could take Devin Haney. I was like, bro, Devin Haney will smoke this man. He's a professional boxer who trains in fighting every single day of his life. I like Devin. I think he's a likable dude outside of the boxing world, outside of press conferences and what you see there. And I think he's a really skilled fighter. I think between him, Rolly, and Ryan, he is the most skilled out of the three, and has the greatest potential to be a champion, but not if he's fighting like this. I think this is not even debatable. This was a boring performance. I think Devin will tell you himself that it was a boring performance. I think he would be disappointed in the performance himself. Many other boxing experts have said the same thing. Boxers themselves, it was just boring and lackluster. There was nothing exciting, nothing to look forward to. And I think that's fair to say. I think that's not really debatable. But you know, if you like this man's channel, like I said, go follow him, go support him. He's a small YouTube channel. So whatever I could do to support other small YouTubers like myself, by all means, go over there, check him out. He's a passionate boxing fan with a with a brash character. It's something that I like, minus all the racial stuff. I can see past it. It is what it is. I do like his content. I think it's kind of funny. So yeah, go subscribe to the man, support him, and yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say on this. Subscribe to my channel if you want. I don't really care. Smash the like button if you like the video. Join the Iconic Army. I do care, actually. Join the Iconic Army. I love you. Jesus Christ loves you. God bless you all. Peace.